Professor, thank you so much for being with us today. Walk us through what we can expect to happen at court today.
I've been looking at, what a lot of commentators are saying here, or even Imran Khan's critics, and they're hoping for disqualification, but I think that's too dramatic. But contempt of court is what he's been charged with when he criticized Judge Zeba Chaudhry, female judge, during his rally a few weeks ago. And that was owing to his chief of staff, the chief of staff of PTI, his party, Dr. Shabazz Gill, having been put under physical remand. And there have been allegations by Dr. Gill himself that he has been subjected to cruel treatment. But on the other hand, medical reports have suggested that there are no signs of torture or cruel treatment. So during one of his rallies, in a very charged speech, Imran Khan had criticized Judge Zeba Chaudhry. And if he's found to be in contempt of court, that could deal a blow to his political movement. But one should also be mindful of the fact that he's very popular among the masses. So it won't be that easy to, put an end to Khan's political career.
Right, as you mentioned, he has a massive following, and his supporters have made it clear that they're going to do anything to stand by him no matter what. How are people reacting to today's trial? Can we expect to see more protests?
Absolutely. If the Islamabad High Court finds against Imran Khan, there could be protests. Because, like I've said, Imran Khan is very popular among the masses. But then, it also turns on the merits of the case itself. In a reasonable person's observation, did Imran Khan's remarks amount to contempt or not? Now, Imran Khan's defense has been, and his lawyers have submitted to the High Court, that his remarks were not contemptuous, and that Imran Khan had not even recognized that Judge Zeba was not really a judicial person. They thought she was an executive person. But as far as my opinion goes, or many other people think likewise, Imran Khan, who I've said is very popular, when he, takes the stage and he says that Judge Zeba Chaudhry, we will take action against you. An already charged up audience could become even more charged up. That could, jeopardize the security of the judge herself. And already we don't have a lot of female representation on the judicial bench, so we need to be mindful of that as well. That would set a very bad precedent if politicians from any political party could, not just criticize judges. Criticism is one thing, but, give political speeches, charged up speeches, targeting the judge, questioning the judge's impartiality. That would set a very bad example, because you cannot undermine the authority of those on the judicial bench.
Taking everything that you've just said into consideration and the charges against him, how do you think this is going to affect his political future? Do you think that the attention that all this is garnering is going to work in his benefit?
It's undeniable. Imran Khan is getting more and more popular. The more that, the government doubles down on him, or the executive authorities double down on him, I think he's getting even more popular. Recently, his speeches had been banned by PEMRA, the Electronic Regulatory Authority, and that only strengthened the resistance, so to speak. And also the fact that his chief of staff has been alleging that he's been subjected to cruel treatment in jail. That has also garnered a lot of publicity for Imran Khan, perhaps the kind of publicity he would have wanted. But at the same time, we should also be mindful that, there are the masses, a huge number of them, that might be on Imran Khan's side. But if Imran Khan is found to be on the wrong side of the law, and recently there have been very unflattering findings against him and his party. For example, the PTI has been found to have received prohibited funding by the Election Commission of Pakistan. The FIA has also alleged that 787 million rupees were received by PTI accounts, and they have been unaccounted for. And to add to Imran Khan's woes, if the contempt proceedings go against him, then of course that would cause a dent in his political career.
Okay. Thank you so much for that analysis, Professor of Constitutional Law, Muneeb Qadir. It was a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you.